Hello and welcome to my channel, A Wealth of Health. If you find this information informative, please subscribe to the channel. A mushroom or toadstool is the fleshy, spore-bearing fruiting body of a fungus, typically produced above ground on soil or another food source. Toadstool generally refers to a poisonous mushroom. Here are some benefits of mushrooms. Nutrient-rich, mushrooms are packed with essential nutrients including vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall health. Immune support. Certain mushrooms like shiitake and reishi are known to enhance immune function and provide dependable immune support. Cognitive benefits. Varieties like lion's mane are linked to improved cognitive function and may help in neuroprotection. Antioxidant properties. Mushrooms contain bioactive compounds that help combat oxidative stress and inflammation. Therapeutic potential. Historically, mushrooms have been explored for their therapeutic benefits, including mood enhancement and stress relief. These benefits make mushrooms a valuable addition to a balanced diet. 1. Boost your immune system. Chronic inflammation, long-term swelling is associated with heart disease, cancer, and other medical conditions. Mushrooms contain certain antioxidants that help protect your body from stress and prevent or slow cell damage. Mushrooms also activate substances in your immune system that can enhance its ability to protect you against infection and disease, including the growth of tumor cells. Some research has found a potential link between higher mushroom consumption and lower cancer risk, especially breast cancer. 2. Lower blood pressure. Potassium is a mineral and electrolyte that helps your body control blood pressure. Most Americans don't get enough potassium. Because mushrooms are rich in this mineral, they may help lower high blood pressure, hypertension. They may also reduce your risk of developing cardiovascular disease. 3. Support weight loss. Research suggests that a mushroom-rich diet can help you safely lose weight when combined with exercise and healthy lifestyle habits. In one study, people who substituted 20% of their meat consumption with mushrooms showed improved weight loss results. The flavor of mushrooms may reduce your need for added salt too, which helps control your blood pressure. Researchers found that substituting mushrooms for half the meat in a ground beef recipe kept the taste but reduced sodium intake by 25%. 4. Supply vitamin D. Vitamin D2, a type of vitamin D, keeps your bones strong and muscles working properly. Most of our vitamin D comes from animal-based sources, dietary supplements, and good old sunshine. And here's a fun fact. Some mushrooms may have a label that reads UV treated or rich in vitamin D. That's because mushrooms contain ergosterol, which turns into vitamin D when exposed to ultraviolet light. These UV-treated mushrooms are enriched for your health, explains Prescott. When mushrooms are exposed to ultraviolet radiation, or even sunlight, the ergosterol transforms into vitamin D. So, you get a high concentration of vitamin D when you eat them, potentially enough to meet 100% of your vitamin D needs for the day. You can buy UV-treated or vitamin D-enriched mushrooms at the store, or try it at home. Slice 1 portobello, or 3 smaller white button, or cremini mushrooms. Leave them in direct sunlight for as little as 15 minutes. Sun and done. 5. Protect brain health. The nutritional value of mushrooms may help protect your brain from mild cognitive impairment, MCI. In one study, participants 60 and older who ate more than 2 cups of mushrooms per week had a much lower risk of developing MCI. Other research suggests mushrooms rich in polyphenols and certain antioxidants may help protect against neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. This mushroom research is interesting because it could help with serious brain conditions that affect so many people, says Prescott. We need to know much more, but early studies are promising. 6. Maintain heart health. Mushrooms are a boon for healthy heart lovers. Their nutrients and plant-based compounds can help prevent plaque buildup in your blood vessels. Substitute flavorful, low-sodium mushrooms for meat while keeping calories, fat, and cholesterol levels low. Some mushrooms have taste and texture just like meat, says Prescott. And the benefits of substituting them for beef, lamb, or other red meat can't be beat. You get the nutrients and the low calories, sodium and cholesterol without sacrificing flavor. 7. Improve gut health. Mushrooms contain substances you need to balance your microbiome, fungi, bacteria, and viruses in your gut, and fuel the growth of good bacteria. By supporting your digestive system and immune system, mushrooms can help make sure that the nutritious food you eat keeps you healthy and strong. Are mushrooms safe? The answer is, it depends. Mushrooms you buy in a store are generally safe unless you have an allergy to mushrooms or mold. Remember, mushrooms are fungi. Wild mushrooms you find in nature are much riskier to eat. Experience and expertise to identify mushrooms in nature you can safely eat. And even then, few wild mushrooms are safe to eat raw. Dozens of mushrooms, often called toadstools, contain a deadly poison. Symptoms of mushroom poisoning typically appear within a few hours of eating mushrooms. They include confusion, diarrhea, difficulty breathing or slowed breathing, dilated pupils or watering eyes, excess saliva, excitability, nausea or vomiting, sweating. Call 911 or seek medical attention immediately if you suspect you have mushroom poisoning. Enjoy the healthy benefits of mushrooms. Mushrooms are a common and nutritious food, recognized around the world for their potential health benefits. With a range of safe, edible types to choose from, you can eat them in a sandwich, mix them into soups and salads, or even substitute them for meat. They contain important substances known to ward off disease, while their interesting flavors and textures add flair to any dish. Impress guests, and yourself, with a healthy serving or two. The standard for the name mushroom is the cultivated white button mushroom, Agaricus bisporus. Hence, the word mushroom is most often applied to those fungi Basidiomycota, Agaricomycetes, that have a stem stipe, a cap pileus, and gills, lamellae, sing, lamella, on the underside of the cap. Mushroom also describes a variety of other gilled fungi, with or without stems. Therefore, the term is used to describe the fleshy fruiting bodies of some Ascomycota. The gills produce microscopic spores which help the fungus spread across the ground or its occupant surface. Nutrition. Raw brown mushrooms are 92% water, 4% carbohydrates, 2% protein, and less than 1% fat. In a 100 grams 3.5 ounces amount, raw mushrooms provide 22 calories, and are a rich source, 20% or more of the daily value, DV, of B vitamins, such as riboflavin, niacin, and pantothenic acid, selenium 37% DV, and copper 25% DV, and a moderate source, 10 to 19% DV, of phosphorus, zinc, and potassium. They have minimal or no vitamin C and sodium content. Vitamin D. The vitamin D content of a mushroom depends on post-harvest handling, in particular the unintended exposure to sunlight. The U.S. Department of Agriculture provided evidence that UV-exposed mushrooms contain substantial amounts of vitamin D when exposed to ultraviolet UV light, even after harvesting. Ergosterol in mushrooms is converted to vitamin D2, a process now used intentionally to supply fresh vitamin D mushrooms for the functional food grocery market. In a comprehensive safety assessment of producing vitamin D in fresh mushrooms, researchers showed that artificial UV light technologies were equally effective for vitamin D production, as in mushrooms exposed to natural sunlight, and that UV light has a long record of safe use for production of vitamin D in food. Edible mushrooms. Mushrooms are used extensively in cooking, in many cuisines, notably Chinese, Korean, European, and Japanese. Humans have valued them as food since antiquity. Most mushrooms sold in supermarkets have been commercially grown on mushroom farms. The most common of these, Agaricus bisporus, is considered safe for most people to eat because it is grown in controlled, sterilized environments. Several varieties of A. bisporus are grown commercially, including whites, crimini, and portobello. Other cultivated species available at many grocers include Hericium erinaceus, shiitake, maitake hen of the woods, pleurotus, and enoki. In recent years, increasing affluence in developing countries has led to a considerable growth in interest in mushroom cultivation, which is now seen as a potentially important economic activity for small farmers. Discuss. Thanks for watch, and we will see you in the next video to discuss healthy lifestyle eating and benefits of superfoods.